Please don't push me, but y'all push B. Now we got dwellers from Cali to Flatbush B. Now they got heat on they feet that say press B. And now we so deep in the streets, y'all can't stress me. Can't curse me, then bless me. I'm crucifying my flesh, that's less me. SAT'd from preaching, can't test me. Atheists are now believing, that bless me. Yeah, we got the basement replacing any of those worldly pursuits that y'all chasing. Any of those trials and tests that y'all facing. Any of the relationships that y'all changing. We rearranging, making the shame shift. Giving Satan back what's his, that's the blame shift. Rise up and walk commands, that's the lame shift. Cheat codes for living this life, that's the game shift. All on Yeshua, man, the rest is manure, man. I'm dying daily, so I rise up a purer man. Pressing B daily, so my sins looking fewer, man. Washing the blood, so my sins down the sewer, man. Yeah, so press B with me, and let's let whatever gon' be just be. Yeah, so press B with me, and let's let whatever gon' be just be.
Okay, I'm ready.
That's
I'm
right.
ready.
This your show.
Let's go.
Yeah, this your show, girl.
Taking over the basement.
That's right. You are. This is a basement takeover.
All right, we are here back with the Black Christian Influencers podcast. So many great things have happened, and one of the ones that are about to happen today is we have a very special guest. We have none other than Tim Ross. Tim Ross is here, guys.
Hey, I'm here.
I'm pretty excited.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Literally, you're a blueprint for a lot of things. So we're going to get right into it, guys. The thing that you've done, the amount of impact you've had without being on a pulpit has been unheard of.
Yeah.
I want to know, though, like if we scale it all the way back, we go back to the beginning, before you were a pastor, before you were saved, like how did that even start? Like, were you always just someone who was leading and ready to move forward with like advancing the kingdom, or did you start out as something else?
Yeah, I started off, well, I've had a microphone in my hand since I was 3. Mm-hmm. Like there's a reel-to-reel film that my dad took at my older brother's junior high graduation. And I got a mic in my hand, and he's like, say your name. And I'm like, I'm Timmy Ross. And he's like, say it again. And I'm like, I said it already. Like, that's the first time I had a mic in my hand. Uh-huh. And so I was in show choir growing up.
Choir.
I was a rapper. I started rapping at 9. I started battle rapping at around 13. I was a dancer. We had a dance group that we battled other crews in
Was it
LA.
like break dancing?
Yeah,
or?
not break dancing. We called it grooving back then. Okay. You were a groover. And so I've always been on the artistic side of things, right? And so always loved music, always loved films, always loved storytelling. And then I realized after I started rapping, I could wield words to provoke emotion, to provoke love, anger. I wrote poetry. That's how I got every girl I had.
The poet.
I was the poet.
Wow.
Yeah, I literally wrote poetry for the girls that I was interested in.
Wow.
And so that continued to just develop and grow. Like it's what I always was leaning forward and towards. I didn't have Jesus on my mind at all. My parents, I'm a PK. My parents started a church when I was 12. They pastored it for 15 years. It never got over 100 people, but that's the church I got saved in. When I was 20 years old. But up to 20, I was that PK guy who was. I sat on the back row of the church, and I was only there because I lived with my parents. As soon as it was over, I was going straight to Venice Beach, and then we was going to go to either M&M's or Doolin's in the evening, and then we was cruising Crenshaw to 2 a.m. That was Sunday. until January 14th of 96 when I gave my life to him. So gave my life to him on January 14th of 96, and I preached my first sermon February 25th of 96.
Okay.
And I've been preaching ever since.
Wow. So preaching, when it came into the picture, was it something that just came easy to you? Like, obviously you were in show choir, you did a lot of stuff before this, but was it something that automatically was like natural?
So yes, but I'll tell you how I found that out. It wasn't like I was like, I'm a natural gifted preacher. Like I was like, it wasn't on my mind. But what happened was I gave my life to Jesus on the 14th of January. Okay. I started reading my Bible the 15th. Because I'm like, it's the next day. I think I should read my Bible, right? So
right, that comes with it.
I picked up a King James version of the Bible. It's a Thompson Chain Reference Bible. Started from Genesis 1:1. Yeah. Jackie, by the time I got to like Genesis 10, it was a pop-up book. I wasn't reading it. I was watching it. So like I could tell you all of Genesis 1 and the creation. And I can tell you all of Genesis 2 and the culmination of him making Eve, making Adam and then putting Adam to sleep after he named all the animals and then presenting Eve to him. 2:25, they're naked and unashamed. 3, sin, right? And banishment. 4, Cain kills Abel. And then they have Seth. 5, some genealogy. 6, Jesus, God is tired of all humanity. Noah built a boat. 7, everybody's drowning, right? 8, the waters are receding. 9, a little more genealogy. 10, a little more genealogy. 11, they're trying to build the Tower of Babel. And then you get introduced to Terah and Abram and Haran. And then 12 is get thee out of that country to the place that I shall show you. And then 13, he goes down into Egypt and he lies about Sarah. And then 14, like
this is impressive.
It's a because I didn't read it, I was watching it.
Yeah.
I was watching it.
Sure.
So here's the thing that was interesting in the account of Noah and the flood. Now this is about Wednesday because it's King James, so your head hurts after like 2 chapters, right? You're like, thou
shalt not. Yeah, for sure.
Right? So you're like, man, okay, this is brutal, but I'm going to get through it because I guess I got to read my Bible, right? So around Wednesday, I'm in the narrative of, I'm between Genesis 6 and 8, and I'm reading about the narrative of the flood. The waters are receding. Noah lets out a raven. The raven doesn't come back. Then he lets out this dove, and the dove flies around and comes back. He lets it out like 3 or 4 times. And it finally comes back with a little olive branch in his mouth. And that's how he knew, okay, the waters have receded to the point that it's almost time to get off the boat. But I'm watching this scene, and I'm like, oh, I know why the raven didn't come back. I got to tell my mama, I know why this raven didn't come back.
Yeah.
So I go to my mom, I'm like, Mama, I know why the raven didn't come back. She was like, what are you even talking about? I was like, in Genesis, when Noah let the raven out, then he let the dove out, and raven didn't come back, and the dove did. And she was like, okay. I was like, yeah. So a raven is a carnivorous bird, and there had to be human bodies bloated and decomposing, and dead animals bloating and decomposing. And this is a buffet.
How old were you when you came to
20.
20, okay.
Yeah, because I gave my life to Jesus 20. I was 20 and a half.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is a buffet for this raven. This raven's going ham. Like, this dude is enjoying life. Why would he need to come back to the ark? He's feasting. I was like, but the dove is not a carnivorous bird. And so he's flying around looking for life, whereas the raven is flying around looking for death.
That's good.
And so I was like, I think the raven represents our sinful nature because we feed off dead things. And I think the dove represents our, like, maybe the Holy Spirit or something and life. And so I was like, yeah, and she was like, you're going to preach the last Sunday in February. And I was like, ugh, why? Like, I'm not no preacher. She was like, you can share what you just shared with me.
Yeah.
Or if the Lord shows you something else, but Yeah.
She saw it.
She saw it.
Yeah.
And so I wound up preaching the last Sunday of every month the rest of that year. So I preached 11 times because I got saved in January. I started preaching in February, right? 5 weeks later.
Yeah.
And that first sermon I preached probably 94% of it with my eyes closed and crying. I was so nervous to look in people's eyes.
Was it like a lot of people that made you nervous, or
No, it was their faces.
The faces.
It was their faces. I was like, because I'm an empath, and so I read bodies and I read faces, and and just read. I can pick up on their feelings very, very easy. And for some reason, when I was preaching, all of that was confused. And so it just felt like everybody was like, "Why are you here? Like, why are you up?" But then afterwards, they were like, "Oh my God, it was such an amazing message," and I was like, "Really?" And then by the end of the year, it was like, I couldn't wait for the Lord to show me something else in His Word so I could share it.
Yeah. So that was the taste.
To
get you started.
That's what got me started.
It's so crazy. I love that you're a PK because I have a similar experience, like as an introvert. And we talked earlier. We're both introverts. It's a thing.
It is a thing.
That small church setting really set you up to do what you're doing now.
Facts.
That first sermon, I had a sermon. I'm a minister as well. I got up there and I was nervous, and then I dissected the scripture in a way that hasn't been done in our church before. And it made me realize, like, wow, I have something different. And it was a training camp for me. And it seems like that's what it was for you.
It was.
And how long of a training camp did it take for you to then be like, okay, it's time to move forward? Like, what did that look like from there?
Yeah, so I did, I preached for 11 months at the end of December, which would have been the last Sunday in December. So I don't know where that fell in 96, but afterwards my parents said, we know that God has called you. You've been submitted to this house. You've preached here this whole year. We're going to ordain you into ministry, and if you get if somebody invites you to preach, you should take the assignment. And my response was, who is going to invite me to preach? And I went into 97, and God started opening doors.
Wow.
But you got to, I never get to talk about this. I was so on fire for Jesus at that time. I had an AOL chat room that I did Bible studies in.
AOL?
Yes.
What is that?
Oh, AOL. I'm that old? I'm that old? Jackie, am I that old?
Wait, just explain it to me and I think it'll come.
American Online? Oh, you never had America Online?
I was sheltered. Maybe it was there and I just didn't know.
Okay, maybe your parents...
AOL.
Yeah,
okay.
AOL. America.
It's equivalent to what, like Google?
It's equivalent to what like Facebook is to us now, and like it was like literally, it was our social media back then.
Oh.
AOL was the social media out there. Emails, like that was like the first thing.
Oh, I see. I've seen that before. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And
did it take a long time to like download or something like that?
Yeah, because you had to use the,
yes.
And if a call came in, it disconnected you and all that kind of stuff. So it was called America Online.
I know that.
Yeah, and that was literally, that was our, I mean, we can't say it was Facebook, but that was our connection to the world at that time.
Okay.
Right? And so I had a AOL chat room that I did Bible studies in. I led Bible studies every night from 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 11.
How did you do that? I'm sorry. I'm still being really young-minded right now.
No.
Was it just chatting or were you like a video?
No, there's no video back then. This is literally like textile, just like you set up a chat room.
Wow.
I'm doing a Bible study in here, and people would be looking for rooms to enter, and they get in the room, and then I just be typing my little fingers away, like,
that's
the Bible
crazy.
says about this, that, and the other. And we got it to like, it was like 50 people
Wow.
in those little chat rooms, and I wound up getting to go preach for some of them. A couple of them came to my wedding when I got married in 1999 from New York.
Yeah.
I've whatever technology was available at the time, I was going to be a part of it. Like my dad was an early adopter before AOL. You probably don't remember this one. Most people don't remember this one. Before AOL, there was Prodigy.
No, definitely don't.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say MySpace.
No, Prodigy.
Okay.
Prodigy, and this was like not chat rooms. This was like you had to post stuff to like a bulletin board, like a message bulletin board, but it was electronic. I wound up dating a girl from Chicago.
What?
From Prodigy. Yeah. I like she responded to a bulletin that I put up, and I'm like, oh, you sound nice. And so we started talking.
So everybody can see this bulletin?
Yeah, like it was like public. And so it wasn't like I'm looking for dates or nothing.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking that. But what had happened was, and this was before I gave my life to Jesus, actually.
Yeah.
What had happened was I like vibed with her. But let me tell you how far, this is going to sound so ancient and primitive. It was like, yo, I want to see you. And it was like, cool, I'll send you a photo. Give me your address. Like you had to get the address.
Wow.
And I'm talking about like when you go take photos and you got your 5x7s and your wallet sizes. Yeah, and she cut out a little picture of herself.
And mailed it to you.
And put it in, wrote a little letter to me and put it in there.
That's cute.
And I had to wait with bated breath for 2 to 4 days.
We need to go back to that.
For the letter to come, because I'm like, please be cute. Because you've already made like this emotional connection, and then you're like, God, please be cute.
Oh man.
Nowadays they just swiping right and left and whatever they do, right? But back then, even if you knew how to use the technology, the only way you was going to see this person is to go see him or send a photo of you. Yeah, send a photo of yourself, a Polaroid or something. She sent the picture. She was cute. I was like, oh, Jesus.
Okay. And there were no filters back then.
There's no filters. This is her. Yeah. This is her. There's no catfishing to be done. Like, you know what I mean?
I was about to say that or she could have sent a picture of somebody else.
Yeah. Then I would have been looking for her when I got
right.
You know what I mean? I wound up going to see her. Like, it was like we kept in touch, and then I'm like, okay, you cute. Then I sent a picture of me, and she was like, you cute. And she was like, you gonna come see me? And I'm like, yeah. And I jumped on a plane by myself and flew to Chicago to hang out with her. Like, it was like...
This just sounds so like, I don't know, insufficient. Like, social media has made things so much easier.
Oh,
you gotta fly all the way across.
Yeah. It's a pretty... people wind up getting married now because they... I looked at their Instagram and I shot them a DM and then we got married. And I'm like, if only you knew.
Yeah.
If only you knew. Yeah. So, that was my...
That's crazy. Thank you for the history lesson.
I didn't know I was going to say that.
AOL Prodigy.
Yeah.
I got to go look all these terms up.
Yeah. I think I haven't thought about it in this regard, but I've always been an early adopter of technology.
I was going to say that.
Yeah. And I've always looked for ways to use technology to connect with people more than anything, right? Even before my faith, I was just looking to connect with people.
Yeah.
After my faith, I was still looking to use it to connect with people.
Yeah.
After when MySpace hit, that's when my love-hate relationship began with social media.
Okay.
Because in the Prodigy AOL days, you could genuinely connect with people over a shared experience. Whereas with MySpace, it was like now about popularity and how many people are following and stuff like that. And I'm an introvert and I like my privacy and my anonymity.
Sure.
So I'm like, anytime it's got too big, I just deleted it.
The whole page?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm done with it. Wow. It's too many people now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it got over like 300. I was like, no, this is terrible. This is terrible. I don't know 300 people. Like, this is terrible. This is not genuine, right? I joined Twitter so early that I got at Tim Ross.
Wow,
Period.
that's weird.
And
No,
and I
77
no,
or
and I have a regular name. Like
Yeah.
there's a bunch of Tim. I got on Twitter so early. I had at Tim Ross,
wow.
and I wound up getting a lot of followers over a period of time. And I was like, I deleted it.
Deleted it. Oh,
I ain't been back on Twitter since.
wow.
Like
How do you deal with it now, though? Like, do you have that urge ever to just like delete it all?
No, because Juliana runs it. I don't run it. Juliana runs it.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about it. But I just don't. I like this.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
for
And
sure.
and I appreciate what social media does in terms like on our main accounts now are on Instagram and TikTok. And so I appreciate what it does to like introduce people to like the philosophy.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you still don't know me though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you want to know me, come over.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? If you want to know me, invite me over. But like if you think that 90-second clip told you about me,
Wow.
it told you about what I was talking about. It didn't tell you about me.
Yeah.
For
sure.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I don't have to be engaged with it, because if I did, I'll probably delete it by now.
For sure.
And like I don't deactivate it. I be deleting it.
Not even pausing.
No,
like,
no. I just blow it up. Yeah.
I get it. And I think that's not uncommon for me too. It's like I have that tendency to just want to pull away,
Yeah.
you know, and I think that's, I don't know if it comes with pressure or if it comes with just the introvert nature that
Yeah.
we have, but you
we
know,
have,
that
we do have to get away from it.
yeah. And it's like, I don't need to just like get away. I need to just disconnect. Like for me, it's not enough to just like go spend time alone. I have to completely turn off my phone. Like something about not having access to other people makes you feel comfortable.
That's you've explained it to a T.
Yeah.
I don't even have the apps on my phone right now. That's how I have to.
Yeah,
It can't even be on my phone.
for sure.
Some people are like, oh yeah, I'm on the social media Sabbath and I'm away now. You know what I mean? And I'm like, no, I need the whole thing to be off my phone. Then I feel like, okay, now I'm away up from it.
Yeah.
Psychologically, okay. It's not even, I don't even have access to it.
So with social media, since we're talking about it, because obviously it's a big part of being an influencer. One, do you consider yourself an influencer?
I do. Like
You.
I accept it. I accept it.
There's
Yeah.
so many people like, no, I'm not an influencer.
I am.
You are.
I influence people.
Thank you.
I do.
I agree.
I influence people and I trigger people.
Trigger.
I do. I do.
Wait, why trigger?
Yeah, I trigger people. Like my vulnerability triggers people.
Okay.
So they got to be careful when they listen to me. Cuz if you have some unresolved trauma or issues you haven't dealt with,
Yeah.
my content will trigger you. So
Is that something you do on purpose? Because I think, content can be a lot of things.
yeah.
And you've chosen for it to trigger people.
Yeah. Well, I've chosen to invite people into vulnerable spaces.
Okay.
It's their choice if they want to join me or not. Being triggered is going to raise two things for you. It's either going to raise what I refer to as furiosity or curiosity. Triggering either makes you furious or curious.
Okay.
If you get furious at the triggerer, the person that triggered you, that leads to an external expression where you want that person's responsible for the way you feel now. If you get curious about what triggered you, you go internal to try to figure out what is it about what this person said that bothers me so much. And that will lead you to like, oh, I feel vulnerable, or I feel insecure, or this triggered my legalism, or this triggered my. So I've learned, because I've been saved for 28 years and I've been in therapy for 26.
That's awesome.
And I have learned that every trigger I get is an invitation for me to become curious about what is my body feeling right now.
Yeah.
What about that bothers me so much, right? So I see people in a political year, people like triggered off Trump and triggered off Kamala and triggered off Biden, triggered off, whoever, right? And anytime I get triggered, I'm like, why does that bother me?
Yeah.
Because I can't change them.
Correct.
I can't jump through the TV and make them take that back, right? They are who they are. They're going to say what they say. So the only thing I can control is me.
Yeah.
And so curiosity allows me to go figure out what about that bothers me so much that it could potentially take my peace or rob me of peace. And then I need to go address that in me.
Yeah.
Because I can't control if you're going to do this again or not.
So what do you do about the people who are triggered to be furious by what you say? Like, how do you respond to them? Or do you just not respond?
Yeah, I pray for them.
Okay.
And I genuinely, like, I pray for them.
Okay, it wasn't like a sarcastic.
No.
Like
I genuinely pray for them. And in the right setting, I can, if I have opportunity, I'd like to talk to them. Because then I get curious. Well, why were you angry? What made you angry about this? Oh, there's a deep held conviction that makes you feel this. And by me not holding that same conviction, you're offended by me. Great. In my world, Jesus is king, context is queen. I live by the B clause of Proverbs 4:7. Wisdom is a principal thing, therefore get wisdom. And with all that getting, get an understanding.
Yeah.
Like, for me, it's all about getting an understanding. I need context to your anger. I need context to your grief. I need context to your happiness.
Yeah.
Because the more I understand, the less frustrated I am with a situation. Case in point, if you've ever been in traffic, right? And it's like not moving. We're not talking about like rush hour traffic. It ain't moving. Like you've moved, 5 feet in 10 minutes. And you're like, you're not near an exit. You're like, what is going on, right? And then slowly, after like 90 minutes, right, you're like finally inching along, and you see a plane engulfed in flame. Not a plane, a car engulfed in flames, and yellow tape around the scene.
Okay.
Your heart sinks. As angry as you were with that traffic, everything changes once you understand the context as to why.
For sure.
Somebody, it seems like, Lord Jesus, please. Looks like somebody died in this accident. I was mad for 87 minutes.
Correct. Right. Yeah.
Until I got context. And now I'm okay.
That's good.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, same situation. Then you finally get to the point where you can start moving and you realize the traffic accident was on the other side. You like, why the hell
right.
is everybody on this side?
Slowing down, right.
Rubbernecking. You can't even do nothing. It's on the other side. Right?
Yes.
Context is everything. Sure. What am I dealing with? And you can't get context from far away. You can only get context up close, which is why Jesus had to be Emmanuel, God with us.
That's good.
How you going to die for us if you can't understand us? He had to dwell among us to even understand us, to have context, or else you can't sit next to the Father on his right hand and daily make intercession for us if you don't have context to us.
Correct.
If you've never been in the flesh, then how do you know why this flesh is bothering us so much?
Yeah.
Right? Until you got to go pray, if there's any other way that this cup could pass, please let it pass. So context for me, and I was going to be a homicide detective. That's what I went to school.
Really?
Yeah, I studied administration of justice in college. My mother worked for the LAPD for 30 years, so I wanted to be a homicide detective. So that's the way my brain is wired anyway. So I'm wired to understand. And when from far away, I don't have context. So when people far away are triggered by me, I don't get angry with them. It's literally like a Father, forgive them, they don't know what they're doing.
Correct.
Because there's no way from that 90-second clip you have context to me. You don't have context. And you didn't go back to listen to the whole pod.
Absolutely.
You just got pissed with the 90 seconds you heard.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to be mad at you about that, I'm never going to have no peace. So you can be disrupted and dysregulated. I'm not going to join you.
Yeah.
And you can go make your video about me and say whatever you want to about me, but you haven't met me up close.
Yeah. I was about to say, it's a lot of videos out there.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like, but you haven't met me up close. And since if you don't have that proximity, then of course you can draw any conclusion you want. And that goes both ways. I could do the same thing. Sure. I just don't have that time. I don't know how they had that time for me because I don't have that time. My wife is cute. I don't have time.
Come on.
I don't have time for that.
She's beautiful.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have time for that. So that's my musings around that.
Yeah. I get it. And for me, social media has been a love-hate relationship. I love it because it's created a living for me. I do it full time. But the hate part is just that people get so connected and sensitive and they think they know you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and that part is frustrating, especially since I'm so preserved and disconnected from everybody. I'm like, nobody really knows me. Like, that's the truth.
I love it.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And I think you probably deal with this more. And I don't see how you just allow yourself to be so peaceful about it, because a lot of people, even like me, influencers, up and coming influencers, we get flustered by the people that are saying things that are not accurate or misinterpreted. And I feel like I struggle with that sometimes. I'm like, I know I should be above it. I know I don't need to be thinking about it. But what would you say to someone like me, someone like an influencer who's growing and they still are somehow affected by the people around them?
For sure. Well, the first thing I would say is it's very human of us to get our feelings hurt.
Yeah.
So I'm not above that. I got my feelings hurt a lot last year.
Okay.
Ooh, my feelings was hurt. And I did stand-up comedy as well. I was a battle rapper. So, like, I have a thick skin already, but I also can have a sharp tongue. So, my biggest lament last year is that I didn't have permission from the Holy Spirit to clap back at nobody. And I'm like, but they went first, though. Like, they started it. Can I end it?
For real.
Because
it's only right.
Because I'll end it.
Yeah.
Like, it won't be no back and forth. I'll end it. I have the money and the resources to end it.
And when you said comedian and battle rapper, that just sounds deadly.
I'll end it. I can end it. It's our running joke around here is, if I ever Cat Williams, if I ever sit on somebody's pod and Cat Williams, I'm scorching the earth. Churches will close the same day the pod comes out.
Yeah.
This is facts. This is not threat. This is big facts, right? So I don't have permission to do that, though. I know the enemy would love for me to do that. But then that's all I'd be known by. It's the guy that exposed this person and said this. Oh, did you hear about so-and-so? He the one. That's not my assignment. Yeah. That's not my assignment. My assignment is to create safe spaces for people to give the gift of their vulnerability. That's my assignment. Yeah. Right? So in navigating all the other tension, here's what I would submit to you for encouragement and how you navigate the naysayers. My mantra is that content is my responsibility. Comments are their opportunity.
Okay.
And I'm going to stay in my lane and they can stay in theirs. So as an influencer, I put out content, right? As a consumer, they have the opportunity to comment. I'm not turning my comment section off. Okay. Now, you do have to follow us, particularly on Instagram. You do have to follow us to make a comment. But if you're going to follow us to make a comment and then your comment is nasty, if you want to follow somebody to make nasty comments, you're a weird person. Like, you're strange, right? But I'll let you be strange. But just know, when you unfollow me, your comment goes with you. Yeah. Right? You know what I mean? So if you, and the other thing is, if you think I read it, you presuppose I have as much time as you do. I don't. I had time to make the comment. I mean, to make the content. Yeah. You have time to comment. I don't have time to comment. I don't have time to look at the comments. I don't have time to figure out if you like it or not. I liked it when we recorded it. Yeah. That's why we put it out.
That's good. So don't look at the comments.
Don't look at the comments. It's good for your mental health. And I'm telling you, good or bad comments. Yeah. You have to believe in what you're doing. Right? The Yelp review and everybody wants, leave me 5 stars. Right? please leave a good comment. Like, I get it, but even good comments can jade you.
You are so right.
Because then you'll think you're better than what you really are. Then you'll get lazy and think you don't have to work and stay sharp. And you know what I mean?
For sure.
Continue to innovate and progress and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, I'm going to ask Noah and Hector and Juliet.
You trust it.
Yeah, y'all think I'm doing a good job? And
Yeah.
y'all think that was a good episode? And I think I said too much. And they're like, no, you staying exactly how you need to.
Yeah.
So that's how I take it.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think for me, I love that you have the people around you to keep you in check.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, because that's a part of what we lose sometimes when you're growing and you start to get people that love you and are fans of you.
Yeah.
You sometimes lose the real people because they're being real when everybody else isn't.
Right.
And then it makes it seem like, oh, they hating on you, you
Right,
know, like,
right.
and you want to just shed everything that is not like confirming what you believe you're becoming.
Yeah.
So I think I want to ask you about that. Like,
Yeah.
how do you avoid like this lack of humility that sometimes comes with influence? Because it happens.
Yeah, it
And,
does.
you know, I just did a conference not too long ago, and this was my first time like where it was like my conference. Like I was the leader of it, and I'm there.
Yeah.
And I've never experienced it before. And I'm like walking down the hallway, which is something I'll never do again. I literally was like, I need to run up there to go say hi to somebody. And I walked out in the hallway.
You got bum
and it
rushed.
was like bum rushed. And I just felt overwhelmed. Like literally
Yeah.
almost had an anxiety attack.
Understood.
But I do see how some people can take those moments and
Yeah.
start to feel like, oh, I'm it. You
Right.
know, like
Yeah,
this is my lane. They're all here for me. And, you know, take
Yeah.
it that way. And then their head gets big and then they don't know how to act.
Yeah.
You know, how do you avoid this thing that comes with influence
Yeah.
that causes for you to lose humility sometimes?
Yeah. Absolutely. So I'm glad you brought this up. I've had a very basic rule, and that is, I can accept praise. I cannot handle glory.
Ooh.
Okay. Praise the Lord. Okay, great. But I praise my kids for doing a good job.
Yeah.
My wife praises me for being a good husband. I praise her for being a good wife. We can handle praise. Sometimes we can barely handle praise. What we cannot handle at all is glory. So you can't let nobody worship you, deify you, think you're the best thing since sliced bread. You got to get that to God. That belongs to God. What I do is appreciate people for supporting my work.
Yeah.
Like, thank you for listening. If it wasn't for you, I couldn't even be right here right now. Thank you for trusting my voice to be in your ear for 2 hours. Like, our pods are long. You know what I mean? I'm like, I listen to you every day. Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
And you're okay? Like, are you okay? Like, you know what I mean? Like, thank you for trusting me in your life. Thank you for trusting my voice to guide you. Thank you for allowing me to be a mentor. Thank you for, like, I love to appreciate people for supporting what we do, right? And so I would be overwhelmed too if I tried to run up the hall, but I will stay till 2:00 in the morning hugging people at the end of a event.
Oh, wow.
Because it don't take that long to allow somebody to tell you how what you've done has changed their life, and to respond in kind, to let them know that they've also changed yours. You know what I mean? And so I can do that, and I can, if it's set up right, I can do it, right? Because as an empath, that's going to take a lot out of me.
Yeah.
But I love those moments, right? And so humility is our responsibility. It is not God's. Over and over and over again through Scripture, the Bible says, humble yourself.
Yeah.
Which implies you know when you feeling yourself.
Yeah.
Why would he tell you to do something that you don't know about?
Correct.
Or that you can't pick up on, or that you don't know? I know when I'm feeling myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like Beyonce knows when she's feeling herself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling my, right, you know what I mean? Like I'm feeling, you should know when you're feeling yourself.
Yeah.
And so when you feel that, like, I'm that dude right now, then you got to be like, no, you're not. Hey, bro, calm down.
Yeah.
And if you can't get that heart posture, the best thing to do is just to lay on the floor, nose down in the carpet or wherever you are.
Yeah.
Just lay down and let your body feel where you want your heart posture to be. This is where we really are.
Yeah.
We ain't standing tall. Stop playing. Like, you know what I mean? I'm one mistake away from doing dumb.
Yeah.
Right? Let's remember who you are too. Right? Like you God has called you to serve these people, but you not they savior. It's not their responsibility not to do it. It's your responsibility not to receive it.
Yeah. That's good.
So my humility is an exercise that you have to check in with regularly. Like I love what I do. But what I do is not who I am.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. I do podcasting. I'm not a podcaster. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's my sport. It's like Michael Phelps was a swimmer, right? But that's what he does. That's not who he is.
Correct.
So I'm Tim, and my name means honoring God and honored by God. Timothy has a reciprocal meaning in Greek. It means honoring God and honored by God. And that's what I get up every day trying to do. I want to honor him with my life.
Yeah.
Charles is my middle name, means manly or man of God. So I'm honoring God as a man. And I'm honored by God as a man. And what I do, I'm trying to bring honor to God.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
I love this, man. This is good.
Thank you.
I'm so excited. And honestly, it's amazing because before you won the Motivational Speaker of the Year award for BCI.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank y'all so much.
It was a lot of people, I feel like, that were telling me about you. And I was like, who? What is he doing?
Right.
And I saw it and I'm like, wow, this is so unique. This is so innovative, and not a lot of people do it. And, it's not even a lot of places that celebrate people like you and people that are doing innovative things, especially in the kingdom. And what I've found out is that there's a need for it.
It is.
And it's just not happening. So literally, so at the conference, there was an awards, and we actually gave physical awards to people. Motivational Speaker of the Year, Podcast of the Year, Pastor of the Year, things like that. And these people got on the stage, and some of them were crying, making acceptance speeches like it was the Grammys or something.
Right.
And I'm sitting there, and I start crying because I'm like, you see these people online and you assume that they are getting all of the, support and honor that they deserve, but they aren't.
Yeah.
And it's not what they need. They need it from their peers. They need it to hear it from
other creatives.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so I feel like that's a space that is needed more of. But from your perspective, do you feel like that it's necessary? Because I've had people who literally were like, we don't need an awards for people because God gives you all of the accolades that you ever will need. Like, this is vain. This is not godly. Like, what do you feel? Is that accurate?
Can I respond to that
Please
sentiment
do.
first? The first thing I would say is, so then you don't need a promotion on your job? You don't want a bonus? Since, God's going to give you all the rewards and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, if you are gainfully employed, do you not want to be recognized for a job well done?
Yeah.
Like, in our environment, it wouldn't be any different. Like, first of all, this is a new space, so it's unbelievable that you even thought about recognizing people in this space that do this, right? Like, that's already a blessing. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think a lot of times and I want to dig into that response a little bit more. I'm glad you brought it up. We have to stop acting like we're Holy Ghost Jr.
Thank you. Amen.
We can't police people's morality. You can barely get yourself to stay on a diet. Stop playing. How you going to control some?
Say that.
You know what I'm saying? So if I hand you an award and you going to get prideful, that's your issue to deal with. I didn't trigger that.
Yeah.
You just got a pride issue. You would do that if you got recognized at the club. Like, you know what I'm saying? If whatever's in your heart,
it's going to come out.
It's going to come out.
For sure.
So me not giving you, I'm not going to tell Jackie she doing a good job because, you know, I just want her to stay humble. It's not my job to keep you humble. It's your job to keep you humble.
Come on.
So if an award is going to change that, then we can't ever recognize nobody for nothing. Don't tell her she got a nice dress. Don't tell her hair looks cute. You know you sat there and got your micro braids twisted for 16 hours so somebody could notice. You didn't sit there and let your head get individually yanked for 16 hours for you to walk out and nobody say nothing. So this false policing of people's humility and humanity is maddening. You'll never, how can you enjoy life? It's terrible, right? So let me say that first. All right, now, when I won that award last year, I wasn't thinking about it. I didn't know to think about it. I didn't even know the thing existed, right? But to be recognized by my peers in this space was very, very moving for me. It, like, I was honored.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, like, you know, you're doing a good job, but then like your peers told you, like your peers voted, and you're like, oh, okay, that's it. Wherever we are, we want to be recognized.
Sure.
If you a good preacher, you want your pastor to recognize that you preach good. Like, I'm sorry, I'm a literalist, and like I hear stuff that people say, and I just be like, did you think that through?
Yeah.
Who are you? Makes no sense. So yes, I'm for the awards.
Yeah, I'm glad.
I'm glad. I celebrate my peers. I tell people, like, people that be like, I can't listen to Tim because he says nigga. I'd be like, go listen to Jackie Perry. Go listen to Preston. They're two of the best apologists and defenders of the faith that I know right now. They have a great pod. Go listen to Ruslan. That's the homie. Like I go find somebody that these are my peers.
Yeah.
I'm not competing with them. I have an assignment to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is messy. Vulnerability is risky. Vulnerability leaves you vulnerable. So I'm vulnerable all the time. I've gotten comfortable with it. If other people can't handle it and handle the way I express that vulnerability, there's some other pods out there. And I'll let them. When I was a pastor, I got this from Mike Todd. Mike had this thing called T cards. And if you came to the church to visit, on the way out, you got a T card. And the T card on one side said, if we're not your cup of tea.
That's genius.
And when you flipped it, here's 10 other churches in the area.
Oh, that's awesome.
That you could go to,
Yeah.
that you might like, that are our friends, and they're doing the same thing we're doing. And so I have the same philosophy as a podcaster. If I'm not your cup of tea, I got 5 pods you can go listen to that I think would be amazing. You can go listen to The Deep End with Lecrae. You can go listen to Lights On with Carl. I think everybody should be listening to Jackie Hill, Perry, and Preston Perry. My twin brother, Preston Morrison, has a podcast called The Leader's Cut. It's absolutely amazing. There are
options.
When I tell you there are options, so I support my peers in this space. Like, I did it as a pastor. I'm doing it as a podcaster. Whatever the Lord calls me to after this, I'll do it in that space as well.
Yeah.
But I'm not competing against nobody.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's 332 million people in this country alone. Somebody's going to listen to me.
Yeah.
I resonate with somebody. And I also repulse some people. And that is the nature of being human. Somebody likes Wendy's and somebody's don't. I don't know why.
Like Arby's.
I don't know who the 19 people are that keep Arby's in business.
No, they're still open though.
I drive by. There's nobody ever in the Arby's parking lot. Not when I'm there. I don't know who wants their meat, but somebody does.
Yeah.
Somebody wants Arby's. we have the meat. I don't know who wants. I love their commercials. It's never compelled me to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But somebody likes it.
Yeah.
Okay. And so if a burger is a burger is a burger, pick one, blow up the rest. But there's a smash burger and an In-N-Out and a Five Guys and a McDonald's and a Burger King and a Jack in the Box and a Wendy's and a Twisted Root that's out here in Dallas Fort Worth. Like there, people doing burgers all kind of ways.
Yeah.
Rodeo Goat will put goat cheese and grilled peaches on your burger.
Grilled peaches.
See? See?
Okay.
It's preference.
Yeah.
It's preference.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't be mad at people's preferences. Mm-hmm. Oh, I really like this certain podcast. I can't believe you listen to that podcast. I can't believe you go to that church. So hush.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm glad you said it though.
Girl.
Because it's something that I feel like a lot of people think we're competitive within the kingdom of
I'm not.
others.
I'm not.
Some people are.
Yeah, some people
Obviously.
are. They really are. And they don't have a kingdom mentality. They have a castle mentality.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Okay. A castle is the last fortified defense or stronghold of the king's domain. Right? And that's why it was built a certain way. And it was usually erected in a very open space where from every direction you could see who was coming. The very elaborate ones for the kings that had lots of wealth and resources, you carve out your little moat, right, to separate you from the rest of the land, and then you put a drawbridge, so access is very difficult to get in, and then you have defense posts where you can shoot arrows and pour hot tar and do all the things, right? Heaven doesn't have a castle because there's no one to advance on it.
Ooh.
There's a house there. There's a home there. And Jesus said, in my Father's house, there are many rooms, and I go to prepare a place for you. There's no castle in that kingdom, which is the truest kingdom ever, the only kingdom that is going to be here forever. But there's no castle there because nobody to advance on it. But down here, we like to make our castles and then defend. So I don't have to defend what I do here on the basement. Like as long as I am doing what I feel like God called me to do, and the Holy Spirit will convict me if I'm sinning. And there's been several times that we've gone back and taken down clips.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and just Juliet will say, that ain't it. And I'm like, you know what? That ain't it. Or we put out something and we like, I don't like the way that landed. Take that off. And so, people ain't seen everything. What they've seen is what has passed.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And so, but I don't have to defend it. No, here's the other thing. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I don't have a reputation that I feel like needs to be fought for. Philippians says that Jesus thought himself of no reputation.
Yeah.
And I don't either. I don't have a rep to try to uphold.
That makes it easier.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It just makes it so light. So like when I hear, we get wind of some of the stuff that's negative, but it's like, okay, if that's what you think, I mean, that's laughable, but
yeah,
go ahead. I love content creators. I don't care for content recreators.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Content recreators, you're lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all niggas is lazy.
Content sharers, though, are okay, right?
Yeah, sharers. Like, if you share, but there's a difference between sharing and recreating.
What's the difference?
Sharing is like, oh, this is bomb, right? You know what I mean? Like, you should know about this. And the majority of what is being shared is still content creation. Content recreation is when I'm just taking your content.
Okay.
And recreating it as mine.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of that going on.
Using the person's image and the person's content, and then your feedback on the back of it. No, you're lazy.
Or you next the side by side clips, and you're just like kind of pointing and looking at.
Yeah. I'm like, you're lazy. Go do something else.
Yeah.
But like the people that are sharing, like, yo, this is, like all you know, there's short form and then there's long form and there's all that kind of stuff. But like, the recreators are the ones that are like, that's not actually content creation. That's recreation.
Yeah.
And you are profiting off somebody else's work, and you're not even like, there's no profit share.
Yeah.
Like, buy me a bottle of wine or something.
Give me a little bit for it.
I would like. I'm pretty sure you paid your car note with that piece of content.
For sure.
That was the majority.
It is difficult though, like to have like original ideas.
Yeah.
And a lot of people struggle with that. I talk with people all the time who are trying to create platforms like what you've done. And they struggle with being original and themselves. And so obviously it's why they recreate. So if there's anything else you can share with people that are really trying to be original, trying to create a name, what is that? What can you share with them?
So I'll never forget. So my mentor, Jerome Lewis, he's in Delaware. Shout out to Seeds of Greatness Church Ministries, whatever. Yeah, Seeds of Greatness. So I got hired at Potter's House to be the young adult pastor in 2006. I was an evangelist before that, and I had never been a pastor, never had to like preach or teach every single weekend. And Fridays was our day. And I was deathly afraid that I was going to run out of stuff to say in like 6 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you take your little sermons on the road and preach with them and whatever the Lord places on your heart. But like to walk people through, you know, some type of consistent liturgical, theological framework is like, I'm going to run out of stuff to say in 6 to 8 weeks, right? So I was super nervous. I got on the phone with him. Jerome graduated from Rhema Bible College, Word of Faith guy. And he got on the phone. He said, son, he said, do you know right now if a house caught on fire in your neighborhood, that 2 people would call 911 and 90 people would come watch it burn? He said, people love to watch stuff burn. They love a fire. He said, the first time you get in there, son, what you're going to do is you're going to light yourself on fire and they're going to come watch you burn.
Wow.
He said, all you have to do is be passionate about what you're talking about. And somebody will come watch you burn. Don't preach nothing or teach nothing that you ain't passionate about. So when you're talking about originality and you're talking about new content creators trying to step into the space, you need to find something you're passionate about. I'm passionate about the entire world. This is, I can do this to the day I die. I told the Lord, if you allow me to do this pod as long as I want to be Oprah. I want to do 25 years.
Wow, yeah.
I do. I want to do 25 years if he let me. I don't know if anybody would listen to me in my 70s, but I'm down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I am passionate about seeing every person on earth step into vulnerability. Where they can be fully seen, fully heard, fully known, and still fully loved, even if they're not fully agreed with. I want everybody on earth to be fully seen, fully heard, fully known, and fully loved, even if they're not agreed with. Because God fully sees us, fully hears us, fully knows us, fully loves us, and sometimes doesn't agree with us. So 4 out of 5 ain't bad.
Yeah.
Right? When I do my walk, I know I do a 6-mile walk almost every day. 6.2 if we're being exact. When I'm on my walk, I know there's a couple of people that they're like, oh God, he's going to wave again.
You wave at people while
you... Yeah. Anybody, if they're walking the opposite of me, or if I pass them on my walk, because I have a little pep in my step, I always say good morning. And every other time I see him, I wave to acknowledge him. And I know some of them are like, you already said good morning. You already waved. Like every time you see me, you don't have to wave. But I've had a mantra for decades that no one will go unseen in my presence. If you are in my presence, I have to acknowledge your existence.
Yeah.
Because God acknowledges your existence. And so if we make eye contact, I'm going to smile. I'm going to wave. I'm going to say hi. I can't ignore a person. When I go to preach at a place and I'm in the green room, I hug the hospitality staff. I thank them for providing the refreshments and the food. When they come and take the trash, I hug the trash guy. I love people. Because God so loved people. He sent his son to die for them. So how am I not going to love them? I got to love them. I got to love the ones that don't like me.
Yeah.
Which means I got to crucify my flesh about how I feel. That petty side of me, that vengeful side of me, that clapback side of me. Because I got to love them. Because I'm commanded to love them. I ain't got to like them. I ain't got to prefer them, but I do have to love them, right? But that is like, you got to find something you passionate about. Nobody talks about vulnerability like I do. 10 more people can start talking about vulnerability. They don't talk about it like I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I have like people sit on this couch. They fly from around the country, halfway around the world to come sit on this couch to give us something most times they haven't given nobody else. I can't tell you how many times somebody sat on this couch and said, I've never said this before. Oh my God, it's the first time I didn't think I was going to talk about this. God has anointed this room, this space, my life, where people feel safe and secure. And you can only heal when you feel safe and you feel secure. When your body does this, that's when you know there's safety here. The ground is stable. There's security here. I can open up without being judged. I can give my vulnerability without experiencing shame. It's the greatest gift I can give people is a space for them to be vulnerable. Everybody wants to talk. Nobody wants to die with a secret. We're not even created to die with secrets. Confession is so a part of our lives that at the end of life, there's a phrase called a deathbed confession. It's when somebody has lived with a secret all the way to the end and they're like, before I die, I got to get this out. The first thing we know about God is that he spoke. Right? If we confess with our mouth and believe in our heart that Jesus Christ is Lord and God raised him from the dead, we shall be saved, right? Romans 10:9. So confession is at the very core of our being. We were made to speak. We were made to give our truth. We were created to express our sentiments. Doesn't mean they're good. This is just where we are. I'm angry. I'm lustful. I'm petty. I'm vengeful. I'm hateful. I'm scared. I have fear. I have shame. Our bodies need words to heal. Our brain needs words to heal. And when we don't have a space for that to happen, my statement is always, whatever doesn't come up and out of your mouth through words will come up and out of your body through actions. So when you see people acting out, now you have context. They're only acting out because they don't feel safe enough to speak out.
Wow. That sounds like my dog right now. I'm sorry, just random.
Doggy?
My dog is acting out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
literally peeing on my couch, on my floor. Like, and when you were saying that, like, no, I relate it to me too. It's, you know, my relationship with God sometimes that I act out. But in this instance, my dog is acting out because I haven't been spending as much time with him. And he's like, well, I'm going to get your attention because whenever I do this,
then you
come to me. You talk at me, you know, you look at me, you know, all of those things happen when that takes place.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think that's sometimes what we do. And it's kind of weird now that you explained it.
I had an interview with a friend of mine on the basement. She is she was a high class escort, former, obviously high class escort. She was sex trafficked, all this stuff. We were talking about bedwetting. We both wet the bed because we both experienced sexual trauma as children. I was sexually abused by a neighbor that lived across the street from me, a male teenage boy that lived across the street from me for what I know at least 6 months. It could have been more, but my brain has probably blocked that. Well, I wet the bed. That's part of dysregulation and trauma is bedwetting. And we were literally talking about that. So when you talk about your dog peeing, my body was having a reaction because I could not put words to the trauma.
Yeah.
And so my body was having a reaction.
Involuntary.
Yeah.
That's deep.
It's a big, it's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing. Like I could never spend a night over at my friend's house. I was just deathly afraid of, and then my parents didn't know any better. I got spanked for wetting the bed and they didn't understand. They're like, just get up and go to bed.
It's deeper.
It's deeper than that. And I'm 9 and can't even tell you that dude
When
was.
did you find out that that's what it was related to? Was it after you were older?
Yeah, it was after I was older.
Okay.
I didn't know what, it was like, stop drinking after 6 p.m. Like, I don't know. And so you feel shame.
Yeah.
And then you just learn to hide. So I can't tell you how many times I flipped the mattress and, got up in the morning and put baby powder over the wet spot and then got a bath towel and draped it over it and then put a new sheet on and then you got to go take a shower real quick so you don't smell like pee and
try to cover it up before anybody knows.
So in my adolescence, I'm learning to be a hider and to be a liar and to present myself in a way that's not actually true.
Yeah.
And obviously, as you get older, you just get more sophisticated with that. So my life was so duplicitous that I was a professional liar. And it was all to cover up trauma. Right? And so, and by being a professional liar to cover up trauma, I'm also protecting my abuser. Mm-hmm. So at 19, when I get caught by my mom looking at porn, I confessed to her what had happened. And my younger brother, who's preceded me in death, he was abused by the same guy. And then my mom confesses that she was abused when she was 6 by her babysitters. And my dad was abused by the owner of a comic book store when he was 5. Wow. So all the sexual trauma came out in one night. One night that should have been shameful. Mm-hmm. The lights came on and we were all like holding space for each other and loving each other. So on a night that my mother, the woman whose womb I departed from, saw me on a couch looking at pornography on a big box TV VHS, okay? Mm-hmm. Not phone or not this crack version of it, right? Fix the tracking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tape. She loved me. Mm-hmm. She didn't judge me. There was no shame. I was fully seen, fully heard, fully known, fully loved. Mm. And I thought to myself, I wasn't saved yet. Yeah. It was like a 2,000-pound slab of concrete came off my chest, Jackie. Mm-hmm. And here's the first thought I had, because it was like the first time I could breathe deep since I was 8. 11 years of living with this secret. And I was like, and my first thought was, I will never have a secret again. Mm. So when people hear me on my pod and they like, that's TMI. Nah, my nigga, that's TIM.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
I am honoring God with my testimony.
Yeah.
I am not editing my testimony for public consumption. I will not tailor this testimony to make you feel comfortable. I will not tailor my testimony. I will not edit my words and my experiences and what I've walked myself through and with the power of the Holy Spirit and what I've been able to, by the grace of God, walk others through. I will not change that story to make you feel better. I will not do it.
That's good.
You're feeling something, though.
No, I just really appreciate your vulnerability. I started off very vulnerable when I first became an influencer, and the more people came around, the more I wanted to hide and protect myself. But I felt freer when I first started, and I didn't know why. And now I remember now it's because releasing that helps and it frees you and you breathe. So when you did that exhale, I remember how that felt.
Yeah.
When I was vulnerable.
Some tissue right there.
And you got them ready. Here we go. I'm interviewing you. No, but it's literally that vulnerability that releases pressure. And I think as you grow and you grow in influence, you sometimes feel like you have to hide that vulnerability.
Yeah.
But that's what makes us special.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know what I mean? That ability to relate to people and not hold back on what we're feeling. Because I used to be so like raw with it. Like literally I would share things that people would be like, wow, you're sharing that publicly. But it was a freedom that happened afterwards that I longed for.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, even the same testimonies, sharing those moments that were hard over and over again. Every time I shared it, I felt that freedom again.
Yeah.
And it's encouraged me with you sharing this, that's what I have to continue to do.
Absolutely.
Like that's what you were made for.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's the one thing that you have to fight to preserve, because when you get out here, it is brutal.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's dangerous, right? To have your vulnerability weaponized, can is enough to make you go, oh, no, I'm never doing that again. But you have to choose. I keep showing back up. I cannot be run off the set. You can't run me off this block.
Yeah.
He chose vulnerability for me, and I refuse to be ran off the set. Like I've had days where I was like, man, you know what? Why am I even doing? I don't got to do this. I ain't got to take all this. I can just go back to doing what I was doing, and I'll start another church, and you know what I mean? And and then it's like, nah, this is exactly what the enemy will want.
For sure.
And so I would rather somebody see me at my most vulnerable and go, I can't believe he showed that, than to act like I'm strong. This is what Paul said in 2 Corinthians 12. I glory in my weaknesses and my infirmities. When I'm weak, he's strong. I'd rather you see me weak. I'd rather you see me off. I'd rather you see me flip out and be like, oh, Tim's human. Oh, yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what makes you powerful. That's what makes your voice and your testimony powerful. Is because you show the human nature.
Absolutely.
And most don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really do feel like if I have a secondary assignment, right? The first is I really believe everybody's supposed to live in vulnerability. I think my secondary thing, specifically for the church, is to eradicate the duplicity and the incongruity and the hypocrisy. That's my secondary assignment, is to expose it. I don't have to name names. All I got to do is keep telling you what it looks like, and you'll see it for yourself.
Exposing.
That's God's made that very clear. Like, we shouldn't have preachers in the pulpit anymore that preach one thing but live a completely different way. I ain't talking about having a struggle. I ain't talking about wrestling with something. I'm talking about you can't be a pastor and have a whole side chick.
Yeah.
You can't do it no more. Like, no. You can't have two babies mamas in the church. You single. But just because you got this gift, we're going to keep listening to you. No, my nigga, we'll find somebody else.
Oof. Yeah.
There's another one coming. It ain't all about you. And so I think God is He's not reshuffling the deck. He's putting the cards away.
Ooh.
He ain't playing cards no more.
Whew.
So all these pastors that are dropping and falling, all that kind of stuff, it's the sin of Ananias and Sapphira. They lied to the Holy Ghost. They presented themselves one way, even though they were doing something else. It's a lack of full disclosure.
So do you feel like God is replacing the deck with another?
Well, he ain't playing cards no more at all.
He's just done.
Yeah, he's done with cards. I think he's pulling out a chessboard.
Oh, I like that.
Right?
Yeah.
And because on a chessboard, every piece has a role.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't need people that are just great communicators to just be pastors because it's easy and beneficial and they can get a crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have somebody that's half as good as this dude, but has integrity.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't even care that much no more.
Wow.
I done already heard the best preaching. I can supplement that, right?
Yeah.
You're my pastor. You're around the corner from my house. I'm going to your church, and you ain't the best pastor in the world, but at least you live what you say.
Yeah.
This whole season of like incredibly charismatic, but got all these faults, and we just giving you grace. Nah, you out. Get out. Yeah, we don't need you no more. We're good. Because then you're not even a good template. You haven't sacrificed anything.
Wow, that's so good.
You haven't sacrificed anything. Your life is not only is the life not above reproach, it's you're dancing on the line. So
Wow. That's been something I prayed for as templates. But when you said that, it's like, God is like, I don't want you to follow their templates.
No.
That's what I'm trying to get rid of.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And the only way for them, the only way for that to change is those kind of people have to be depowered. They have to have their power taken away from them. As long as they still have power, they still have influence. So I'll use what's going on the secular side to kind of speak to the sacred side. Jeffrey Epstein was never going to stop abusing women until he lost his power. Right? And when he lost his power, he hung himself, or was hung, depending on how many other tentacles his power led to. Right? Weinstein was never going to stop abusing women until he lost his power.
Yeah.
R. Kelly was never going to stop abusing women until he lost his power. Bill Cosby was never going to be held accountable for what he did to women until he lost his power. So this is why exposing a person doesn't have the same effect as them losing their power. That shot has to be lined up correctly. We got people going after very powerful people with information that doesn't cause them to lose power. So don't take that shot.
Okay.
The only shots that should be taken are the shots that make you lose power. Because that's the only time they're going to actually stop their behavior. Because they actually need their power to perform and function in the behavior. Like some of these niggas that's like cheating on their wives and, hoeing around in church and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
If they work for UPS, would they even be cute? Like what is the person really drawn to actually? Is it just because this person looks like Boris Cujo and you know what I mean? Is this like the finest person you've ever seen? Or I'm attracted to power and you have it.
Yeah.
And if I can't have it all, I have a piece of it. If I can't sleep with Elvis, I'll sleep with a band member. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's that type of deal. And so I'm like, because Harvey Weinstein, Harvey Weinstein?
Not at all.
On his best day.
Yeah.
If you bought the dopest barber.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, R. Kelly, like, this is one of the greatest songwriters of all time. I'm sure some lady thinks he's attractive, but I mean, he's not in a position to get women to do what they did if he don't have power.
Yeah.
What he did with Aaliyah is because he had power. Predators need power.
Oh, good.
And when you depower them, when you disempower them, they can't pray.
Wow.
And so we have to depower, and we have to take away power.
Is that our job to depower, or do we just allow for it to happen naturally? Because I feel like some people want to depower people, but they just don't have the right to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I do believe that some people, I think victims have the right. Victims have the right to depower. It takes bravery. The reason why victims usually don't speak out is because, here, I'll use myself for an example. Well, Tim, why didn't you tell your parents you got sexually abused by the guy that lived across the street from you? I know this now. I didn't know this then. I fragilized my whole family.
Fragilized? What do you mean?
Fragilization of a person is when you withhold information, or you don't tell them the truth because you don't feel like they can handle it.
Okay.
It's called fragilization. That's what they call it in the therapy world. So with fragilization, how did I do that at 8 years old? Why didn't I tell my parents that this boy had done this to me? Because I knew my dad would kill him, my brother would bury the body, and that my mom would be heartbroken for the rest of her life, and we probably was going to have to be in a foster home or go live with our other family members in LA, and that I was just I'm going to blow up my family unit. I'm going to blow up my community, and I can't do that. 8. I had that thought at 8.
Wow.
No 8-year-old should be thinking about it like that. But it wasn't like you better not tell it. Like he didn't threaten me. I literally was like, if I tell, then I'm gonna blow up the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I can't. So I will take it on. I will just take it. I'll just take it. Okay. So that's when you see a victim who comes out years later. This is how, man, it took that long to get the courage.
Wow.
Y'all over here mad at these women who didn't come out on Cosby 30 years ago.
Absolutely.
It took this Mickey Ficky long to get enough. Because then what does that say about you? That you put yourself, like, there's levels to this, y'all.
Yeah.
This
Especially if you don't know who else has experienced
That's
it.
exactly right. And if you think
You're
you're the only
isolated.
one,
Yeah.
then you're like, nobody's going to believe my story anyway.
Absolutely.
Because most people get dismissed. Most victims get dismissed. Or, especially for women, disproportionately women, sometimes men, but disproportionately women, it was your fault. You shouldn't have been there. Look at what you had on. As if any of that has anything to do with a predator. If you wanted to wear a floss bikini, you still don't deserve to have someone force themselves on you without your consent. It's a tragedy. So there's levels to why people don't speak out. But when they finally have the power to do so, if your response is, should have came out sooner, well, this is why I didn't say nothing in the first place. Because I knew I was going to get this. Or you're just going to be dismissed. Well, you only want his money.
Yeah.
You can't tell me 5 dudes was lying about having sex with a man. 5 black men? Gonna make that up? Like a black man needs that on there, as if they don't have enough to deal with.
Exactly.
Now I'm a lie about having sex with a pastor.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
Yeah. Oof.
Stop playing. There's other stuff we can do. Other stuff we would like to do. No, we were taken advantage of. We were groomed. So, like, if you don't believe the victim, don't ask why. Don't start asking. It's because you asking all these questions instead of just, let me hear it out first. Can somebody come up with a lie? Yeah. But usually around sexual trauma, why would we lie about this? Why would we make 30 women ain't telling a lie?
Yeah.
11 women in the church that feel uncomfortable with this pastor ain't lying. He's a creep. I'm trying to empower them to speak. Because their voice needs to be heard.
Wow.
So.
That's necessary. And I'm glad you're doing it. Because not a lot of people are. A lot of people are doing the opposite.
Yep.
they're making them feel demonized for sharing.
Yeah.
Or even alluding to it, right? A lot of people I've counseled, they will test the grounds. They'll hint at what happened, but they won't tell the whole thing because they're holding it.
That's right.
They don't want you to judge them or to, talk about them in a way that makes them feel like they were in the wrong. They're testing the grounds because they want to feel safe. And unfortunately, people have tested the grounds with unsafe people.
Absolutely.
And so that's made them hold it in.
But we don't do that with Bathsheba. Because we understand the power dynamic. The king called her to his court. You gonna say no to the king? Like we all of us that are not in that power dynamic, we all think, girl, that wouldn't have been me. I wish he would have tried to call me too. I was minding my business. I would have told you right. When you're in the power dynamic, it's different. So don't think you know what you would do. It's like when I hear people say, when I hear black people say,
it's got to be us.
It's got to be us, right? Anytime they go watch a slave movie, nigga couldn't have been me. I couldn't have been born back then because they would have had to kill me. You wouldn't have known no different. You was born in this. This would have been your normal. Don't act like you didn't get back to the future. You didn't get a DeLorean and wind up back in, the 1800s. You would have been born and raised in an environment that told you this was normal. So don't act like you would have been the freedom fighter. You would have gonna turn into Harriet Tubman. You would have been, you know what I mean? You would have been, you would have been exactly what the majority of Africans who wound up being born here after generations, African Americans, you would have been a slave. Then you would have been freed, and then you would have been dealing with the power dynamic of white people and Jim Crow, and you would have went to the colored water fountain. And Martin Luther King was Martin Luther King for a reason. Malcolm X was Malcolm X for a reason, because nobody else. Everybody else was accepting what the culture was given to them at the time, and you wouldn't have been no different. Stop it. Don't think more highly of yourself than you are. So in these power dynamics in church, the same thing plays out. I can't believe there's no way that dude was 20. There's no way he could have. That couldn't have been me if dude tried to step to me. Okay, all right. Until you on a plane in a different country, and you've already been groomed. And been exploited because you got a father wound. Like, nah, fam. So I'm for the more people we get vulnerable, the more people will empower to tell their stories. If you haven't been the personal victim of this particular story, you can't depower. Only victims can depower. Because they were the ones that were abused by the power. So they have the right to take
makes
power.
So much more sense now. Why
you took my power, I'm taking yours. Yeah, I got to take mine back, and it includes what you did.
And victims are the one who feel powerless.
That's right.
But they're the only ones who can depower.
They're the only ones that can depower. Their voice is the only thing that can take the power away from the person that took theirs. And that's who the enemy tries to silence. And that's what keeps power in position. And then all these other people are second and third party, and I'm exposing. I heard such and such was sleeping with such and such. Did they lose their power?
That's accurate.
You keep going live, sir. You keep going live.
Yeah.
I got this information and that got that, but you ain't the victim. Until the victim got the receipts.
Yeah.
You got secondhand receipts. Why don't you empower the victim to speak? Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Tell me what, I know that we've shared a lot, but what would it take for victims to share? Like how do they get to that place? Because I know we have victims that are watching.
Yeah.
I've been a victim.
Yeah.
There's a lot to get through
for sure
before you can do that.
Absolutely correct.
And it's not just a one step, like, okay, just start sharing it. No,
it's not.
What are the steps? How do you get there? Obviously, counseling is important.
Yeah, counseling is very important because the first thing that needs to happen is you need to get to a place where you have peace. When Jesus talks about peace in John 14:27, this peace I'm leaving you with the gift, peace of heart
Yeah.
And the gift I give you, the world cannot give. So neither be thou troubled or afraid. That peace literally is meant to regulate your nervous system. So the peace of God that passes all understanding regulates your nervous system. This is not just a mind thing. This is a body thing, right? And only when your nervous system is regulated can you heal, right? You need safety and stabilization. So that needs to happen internally first. Then you need to be able to integrate the story. You need to be able to revisit the traumatic episodes without reliving it. And too many, I know a person not ready to share their story when they're sharing it and they're actually reliving it. They're dysregulated. The interview needs to be over. I don't need a view that bad.
Yeah.
If you're gonna relive the whole thing,
That's good.
you
Not ready.
you're not ready, right? You need to be so the integration of the negative reality of what happened to you has to be worked out, and you do that in therapy, EMDR. There's all kind of protocols to get that done, and so you integrate the story until you're at the point where you can retell it without reliving it, right? And you've been able to make a different meaning out of what happened, which takes you from being the victim to the victor. Right? Yeah. So then now when you sit down and you tell your story, it is like, so let me tell you what I've been through. And oh, by the way, this person that had power took mine, and my story will take theirs.
And there's a peace.
There's a peace that comes with that.
Yeah.
And that is not revenge. That is not retaliation. That is freedom. My dear friend said to me, if you don't like the story I told, you shouldn't have played the role you chose. Or you shouldn't have chosen the role you played. Yeah. So a lot of people, I don't want to say it because it's going to out this person. You played that role. That you played that. I didn't. Nobody told you. Nobody cast you as that. You invaded my narrative and played this role in my story. So you got to own it. You were the villain. And you got to own that place in my story. You get to tell your own story. But I got the receipts.
Yeah. Wow. That's good.
I did not think we was going to be talking about this.
This went deep. And it went deep quick. It was like,
hey,
you know?
Hey, as soon as you talked about your dog peeing, I was like,
here we go. Tipping point.
Here we go. You brought up your dog.
That was freedom to go. I absolutely love the transparency and the vulnerability that you have.
Thank you.
It's encouraged me. I know it's going to encourage others. And yeah, it's just going to be a ripple effect that I feel like needs to happen more of, especially with influencers. That's our superpower.
It is.
Vulnerability.
It is.
Yeah.
If we out here faking it, we need to stop now.
Yeah.
We get to have our space as influencers. We get to give, especially as Christian influencers. Yes. As believers in Yeshua, we get to give people a different glimpse than they get on Sundays. We supplement Sundays.
Yeah.
The local church is the hope of the world. I still believe that. Every pastor ain't doing nothing, ain't doing freaky stuff and dumb stuff. There are just some that are that need to stop, right? And if they don't repent, they need to be exposed, right? Because then now you're taking advantage of the power. We're not talking about you made a mistake one time and you repented and you've confessed and, asked forgiveness for all parties involved. We're talking about dangerous people. I need them off the set. I don't weep when a predator gets put off the set. I'm like, well, church about to be healthy now. You know what I mean?
Amen.
Wrap these jokers up. So, but we get to give people what it looks like day to day. Sunday gives you the ideal. But wherever our podcasts land, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? Wherever, we get to, it's a glimpse into, this is how you navigate life on a daily basis. This is how you navigate life as an influencer. This is how you navigate life with vulnerability. This is how you navigate my life. Anthony O'Neill, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody should be listening to the Neatness Network if they want to get their finances straight. Right? Like, this is one of the best to do it, right? Mm-hmm. So like we're out here to like supplement what the local church can elaborate on. Mm-hmm. That sermon is going to be a great inspirational sermon, or it's going to be a great teaching with 3 points or 5 points or 12 points, whoever the people are. We just gotta we're here to supplement. Mm-hmm. This is how it looks to live on a Tuesday. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and a Wednesday and a Thursday, Friday. Right. And I think that's so important because honestly, Sunday I forget the message sometimes after I get to the parking lot. But I'll remember a TikTok that happened and the trend that it invoked for months, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And that's just so powerful. I think influencers sometimes minimize their power. Yeah. And they forget that, you do have an impact. And people look to you. Yep. They see you. Like for me right now, people see me walking down the street in Chicago. I love Chicago. Yeah. But I go down the street sometimes and people will see the glass like, hey, VCI. Yeah. You know, and I just, again, minimize myself because I don't see it as something that a lot of people see. But, you know, when you see the following, you realize that's a lot of people that probably may know you.
It's very humbling.
It is.
It's very humbling.
It really is. And it has to be like something that we understand and don't minimize. At the conference, I'll say this and then maybe we can end. But there was a person who came up to me and he had over 100,000 followers and he didn't understand what he should do with it. He was like, well, so what am I supposed to do with it? Like, I got here by accident. And it's a lot of them that got there by accident. They were just doing something goofy or funny. And next thing you know, they got all these followers that are looking to them for direction. And it was hard for me to share with him what he should do because I know that it's so many things you could do. Right. Like you could make an impact. You can start, you know, ministering the gospel and, you know, doing something with philanthropy to help a community. Yep. But it's like you have to come to that decision for yourself on what you do with your following. And sometimes joy is enough.
That's true.
Giving joy when in a world of trauma and deepness happens all the time. Like, I'm like, just be yourself.
That's really
good.
Be
funny.
That's right. That's really good.
How do you, again, for me, I love to glean wisdom from people. Yeah. Tell people who are having these questions, right? They have all these followers, all these things that happen for them. Some of them have blew up overnight. Yeah. What do we do? Yeah. Yeah. How do we navigate that? What happens next?
You double down on them. Mm-hmm. You got to 100,000 by accident. You'll get to 200,000 strategically. Mm-hmm. You double down on your audience. Mm-hmm. I grew our young adult ministry way back in the day. We started with 120 people. By the time we were done, it was like 750. Wow. Okay. But here's what I did. After 2 years, we had like 250 people. Mm-hmm. And in 1 year, we went from 250 to 500. Here's what the Holy Spirit told me. He said, Tim, I want you to give a mandate to all your young adults. Give them 1 year to win one soul. Mm. Well, the evangelistic part of me was like, that's a low bar. Yeah. 1 year, we should be getting a soul a week in Jesus' name. Like, I He said, no. He said, I want you to tell these people to find one person that they know or work with or whatever, and I want them to shine the light of Jesus Christ in their direction for 1 year.
That's good.
Until one of three things happens. They warm up, they heat up, or they burn up. Put the light just on them. Mm-hmm. So we talking about like you had a girl go to one of our young adults go to our young adult ministry is called Brick House, and we affectionately refer to our tribe as bricks, right? Mm-hmm. So we had our bricks going out, and like one of them went to work, and she just found a coworker and was like, I'm paying for her lunch like once a week. I know she got 2 kids. I'm buying them jeans for back to school or whatever she could do. And the girl is, the hell you doing all this for me for? Mm. But like, I've been praying for you, and God just told me to look out for you and to be a blessing to you. I think it was like maybe 3 months or 4 months she wound up giving her life to Jesus.
Wow.
Coming to church, giving life.
Yeah.
And then you always got the person that's like a zealous person, and they got 11 people saved in 9 days. So you know what I mean? Like, because they just, that's just the way they're wired. But within a year, we went from 250 to 500. All because I told somebody to just go after the next one. So when you get to 100,000 by accident, the way you get to 200,000 is to be strategic by doubling down on your 100 and saying, "Hey man, share this with one. Share this with one other. If this is being a blessing to you, I ask you to share it with one other person." It's low hanging fruit. Don't ask for the big thing, right? I think a lot of times, like on YouTube specifically, everybody trying to get as much money in their pocket as possible, right? While they're growing their YouTube channel. Yeah. And so they're like, "Hey, I'm on YouTube, but come over to Patreon." You ain't been here a year. And you telling people to cross the street. Right. They met you here. To tell them to go to cross the street is stupid. This is the biggest algorithm in the world. Let YouTube have their 30%. And keep your pawns. That's what my mama would call a booty. That's country. That's Birmingham. I don't know. That just flew out of my mouth. Pawns. Yeah.
In life.
Keep your pawns right here. And just grow when we started on YouTube, we let them have that 30%. Wow. Because that 70 they was giving me, I know how to work with 70. I'm a businessman. A 70-30 split. I can rock with that. Yeah. And we had all the members on YouTube, either giving $5, $10, or $20. We grew that up, and I didn't tell nobody to make a move until we started the B-Side app. And when I started the B-Side app, I shut the whole YouTube channel down for membership, and that's what drove our initial subscribers, our first early adopters over to the app. Like, you got to be strategic about it. Yeah.
And you got that by doubling down.
You just double down on who you are. Like, it's I refer to it as I call it the residency. I'm giving y'all game right now.
I know.
Okay.
Continue.
I'm giving y'all game right now. Y'all better pay attention, right? So I call it the residency philosophy, right? After an artist has their like peak success, if they smart and if they got a good enough catalog, you do your residency in Vegas.
Like Usher.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Britney Spears did it. J-Lo did it. J-Lo tried to go on tour.
That didn't work out.
She couldn't sell out. But they sell out when she do her show in Vegas. Yeah. Just make them come to you. Double down on the people that's loyal to you. You ain't gonna fill out no 50, 30 city tour. Ain't nobody rocking with J-Lo like that. Nobody want to hear Jenny from the Block like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true, yeah.
Like, that time is over. As dope as Usher was, right? He ain't gonna do no 45 city tour like he did when he first started. But if I'm in Vegas, I'm going to see Usher. Right. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in Vegas, I'm going to see Silk Sonic. I'm going to see, so it's, that's how you make, do your live shows. Go, like if this guy got 100,000 people, find out the top 3 cities he's in. He needs to go just appear there. I want to hang out with my people there. You know what I'm saying? If it's 300 people, $30 a pop.
Simple.
It's really simple, but you just cater to your people. You're not gonna get everybody. Yeah. Right. So I don't look at our numbers and go, how do we get new? No, I just ask the people that we already have, hey, if this has been a blessing to you, share it with somebody else. Yeah. I'm long game.
Me too.
I'm long game. You're gonna look up 2 years from now and be like, he got 3 million followers. So, yeah, I don't have to get it all now, and you know what I mean? And how do I get on Shannon Sharp? Cat sat down with him. How do I sit down with him? Yeah. If he wanted, I would like to interview with Shannon. I would like to have Shannon on this show.
Oh, that would be
He's been interviewed on a lot of people's show. Like, I would like to have him on The Basement.
We got to tag Shannon.
You know what I'm saying? Like I would love, he's interviewing everybody right now. I would love to just sit down with him and be like, bro, how are you? Ooh. You know what I mean? How are you? So, that's the advice I would give. Like, double down on your audience, treat them really nice, love on them, acknowledge them. You know, when we do our live shows, we shout out everybody. We got the most loving community we ever. Oh my God!
You created it. You cultivated it.
Yeah.
And obviously, you were a pastor.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. So that you used a word that brings up something else I want to talk about to help create content creators.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just a content creator. You're also a cultural architect.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And cultural architecture is very, very unique. It's when you can take, because I am a cultural architect, and cultural architecture is when you can take ideologies and or philosophies and give them a tangible expression that other people can interact with.
Okay.
Malcolm X was a cultural architect. Mm-hmm. He had a philosophy that people bought into, right? Hip hop is cultural architecture.
Mm-hmm.
It has a whole dress code, whole vibe that goes with it, right? The everything. So all cultures and subcultures, there's an architecture to it. There's a way it's built and a way you interact with it. And so for authenticity and vulnerability, there's a way with that when I went on my book tour, I could close my eyes. These were the same people with just different faces in every city I wound up in. Because they adopted the architecture. They adopted the culture, right? Mm-hmm. And so you got to know what your culture is. Yeah. Like, it's not okay, you create content, you made them laugh. What's the culture behind it? What's the why? Mm-hmm. Why are they here? Why should they rock with you? What are we about? If they turned around and told somebody else about you, what are they saying? Right? Because whatever the end user says is the truth about what you're doing. And you're establishing culture whether you ever define it or not. So define it and don't let it define you.
This is game. I don't feel like you
free 99.
This is literally a masterclass, and the business that you have behind this mind is so important. People probably just think you do this on accident, but
no, it's very intentional.
It's a strategy.
Yeah, it is. It's very intentional. I'm not out here I'm not flippantly talking. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm not. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is good. Yeah. I feel like I need to have a whole podcast of just like the business mind of Tim Ross, because that's a part of it that I feel like a lot of people I want to get what you have, but I'm not willing to, steward my business the way that you do.
Yeah.
And it's a strategy. I'm sure a lot of things that you do that people don't see that causes for the success to happen as well.
Yeah.
And the transition that you've made. Can we get one business strategy tip for influencers like myself?
Yeah. Well, business strategy doesn't work unless you think you're a business. Mm-hmm. And a lot of social media influencers start off because it was fun.
Yeah.
We've talked about this, that, we started this pod and it was just like, oh, this is just fun. Then we turned it into a company. Mm-hmm. Company takes structure. Mm. And as soon as you bring structure to something, you take the fun out of it.
That's so true.
The moment you bring structure to anything,
that's accurate.
The fun is taken out of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what happens in a lot of marriages and why infidelities are so high. Mm.
The structure? Really?
Yeah, absolutely. You took the fun out of it. They loved the promiscuous adventure of the risky stuff, and we about to do it in the back of the car, and let's go in this bathroom stall. You know what I'm saying? Let's meet you at the hotel. You know what I mean? And then it's like, my body belongs to you, and your body belongs to me, and we can have it whenever, or we're going to schedule it, and you know what I mean? Because there's babies, and then the structure takes the fun out of it. Now, there's two ways to look at it. Here's the analogy I'll give. I don't know if you remember And One basketball, like the mixtapes, the basketball players that they're like the street kings. Okay, the black top basketball players, Skip to My Lou and White Chocolate and Earthquake and all these different people, right? Mm-hmm. They were incredible basketball players, blacktop. They went all around. They were amazing. Very few of them wound up in the NBA. Because for all that fancy stuff they did, it didn't translate to a structured game. So while it was fun, the money's in structure. I'm going to say that again. Pay attention. The freestyle is fun, but the money is in the structure.
Yeah.
And if you don't bring structure to what you're doing, you are not going to generate massive revenue. It's just not going to happen. So, so as much as, you know, many of us creatives, we didn't come with an MBA, right? But if you don't learn some basic principles about money, if you don't set up your business right, if you don't pay your freaking taxes, if you doing all this side stuff, ghetto, janky, chitlin circuit, as I refer to it, your whole business is put together by duct tape and bobby pins and staplers. You're not going to do this long. And then you're going to get in tax trouble, and then you're not going to be around. You won't be around next year. Your rap's too severe, kicking mad flavor in your ear. Here comes the brand new flavor in your ear. Bring a new flavor to your ear. Craig Mack, 1,000 degrees. You'll be on your knees, and you'll be burning, begging, please. Brothers freeze. Mad, undisputed, and deep-rooted punk folks that lead to grain food. Something like that, he said.
He's spitting.
Yeah,
I don't know who that is, but it sounds deep.
Yo, Craig is deceased, but Craig was amazing. Craig Mack was so dope. He just had a great voice. One of the greatest remixes of all time is Flavor in Your Ear remix. But the business side of this is you got to be intentional, and you got to do the boring stuff, right? You got to structure. You got to pay your vendors, and then I know your friends, your creative guy, but you're going to have to put them on a 1099. You know what I mean? You just can't just break them off money on the side. You're going to have to report that. Yeah.
Could you kind of expand on staying the course? You talked about that yesterday.
Yeah.
People that want to just dip out.
Yeah. So what happens is the structure, there's a boring side to the structure, right?
Yeah.
And what Hector, my producer, just said, and Hector's more than a producer. He's a creative director, but we've been rocking together for over 2 years. The longevity is a thing, and you can't give up just because you're bored and you're uninterested, and now it's like the fun is wearing off. Right, because when people start a thing, they be like, "Oh man, I like this," and then it's like, "Oh damn, I got to do another podcast." Oh God, I got to do another podcast.
Oh gosh,
you won't be around next year if you're like, this is no longer fun. Well, yeah, it's not. It started off fun. Now it's our job. like these people in the gaming world, right? Gaming, like esports is now a big deal. These gaming leagues and all that kind of stuff. And people just love to play. I just love playing Fortnite. And then it's like, now I got a Twitch account and I signed this deal with a sponsor. Now I got to play Fortnite. That feels different when you got to clock in and play the damn game. And you don't even like it no more. You don't like the updates of the game no more. You'd rather be playing Call of Duty or something else. But now I got to play Fortnite because I signed a 9-month deal with Powerade.
Yeah.
To sponsor Fortnite, you know what I mean, and to play my game on Twitch and blah 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 blah. If you don't have a work ethic, after all this fun wear off, you got to have a work ethic.
Right.
I come in here to do my pods. There's some days I'm like, I'd rather not pod today. I got to. This is my job now. We all eat off this pod.
Wow.
We started this pod because the Lord told us to, and then to steward it and to leverage it, structure had to come into place. And then you got to get your business side down. You ain't got to have an MBA. You ain't got to go back to college to get a degree in finance, but get a CPA. And here's the thing. Ooh, thank you, Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
You have to pay.
Those are expensive. I just got one a year ago. That's very expensive.
You got to pay. And so it's one thing when it's just you and your homeboy, and YouTube is giving you $37,000 a month, between $28,000 and $32,000 a month. You like, we balling. Well, to keep all that up, now I got to pay for an editor, right? Because I need my time back. Now I got to pay for somebody to look at my books because I ain't got time to do that, right? And then okay, I made 32, but what? I only came. Okay, I make 5,200. I bring home 5,200 because I got to put back into the business and blah 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 blah. Like most people, they fizzle out between the first 2 years because they never make that transition in their head from the fun of it to the business of it. And you still get to have fun, but you understand like there's a whole business behind this that keeps this going. Yeah. And that's the way LeBron made it to a Billy. When all these other NBA players just made their money, got out the league, and then wound up broke again because they never changed their mind. Okay, thank you, Holy Spirit. I'll talk about that too. The other thing is when that change happens for the business, that change happens in you. And you have to stop lying to your friends. And let me tell you the biggest lie we tell our friends when we start having success and what we're doing. I haven't changed. I'm still the same person. Yeah. I haven't changed. You lying. Stop lying to them. You have. Or let me say it another way. They haven't. And so, girl, you changed, and we used to hang out, and you act different. I have to. Yeah. I'm thinking about stuff I never had to think about before. We don't hang out the way we used to. No, we don't. You are absolutely right. Yeah. I acknowledge that. I miss you too. And I got to go to sleep at 10. Yeah. I got to get up at 6. You know what I mean? And walk my dog and go do all the things and then get on this call and then have to talk about that and then project for this and the next 3 months of that and then we're going to go over here. And like, that's a lot. Yeah. And so we have to stop lying when we change to our friends and our family.
Because you almost want to hold on to it.
You do.
You want to.
You do.
Like,
you can't
negate what people think you are becoming.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's extra. She thinks she's doing stuff all the time. I am, but I don't want you to feel that way.
Right, exactly.
So
I don't want to hear that from you.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is acknowledge it.
That's good.
Confirm it. You acting different. I am. I am. I have so much more in my mind, girl. Man. Ooh, this was so easier 2 years ago when, I was just did an episode and walked away and still was pastoring. And 2 years later, we got a business with budgets and financial investors and got to raise $5 million. And man, we don't get to talk like we used to. We don't. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I do a walk in the morning. I got some time then, but outside of that, man, I used to have a lot more time on the phone. I've never left so many people on red in my life. I mean, friends, people I love. Absolutely. And I am committed to get back to them. But literally sometimes it's like a month later. Yeah. Because it wasn't an emergency. It was just, hey, I'm checking in on. I'm like, I can't even.
Yeah. And it hurts when they stop checking on you. Like, I can notice that too, and then I'll see, I didn't answer that message from like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's hard.
So what I've done is I've given people an update on where I am. The people that I love. Like, hey, I love you. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe it's been. I'm just looking at I acknowledge it. Yeah. I'm looking at the date you sent your text. It was June 12th. And I am just now getting back to you. Let me tell you why. This, and this. I love you, and I'm in a season now that if it ain't on my calendar, it don't exist. And so let's be intentional about our time. Yeah. Let's get a date on the calendar. I don't have that luxury of the spontaneity of just like, hey, what you doing Friday? Today's Wednesday. Yeah. You can't ask me about this Friday. You can't ask me about next Friday. You can ask me about a Friday probably 5 months from now. Eunice probably, but don't ask me about 48 hours from now. That ain't gonna work. So let's put something on the calendar and let's commit to meeting at that time. Did you
lose people when you started acting or saying that type of stuff?
I did, because some people would love to believe that they're closer to you than they really are. And so they all, everybody loves to believe, but that ain't me though. Like, I don't have to be on the calendar. Like, I'm pretty sure you got to put some people on the calendar, but not me. And then you're like, no, you too.
Yeah.
You on the calendar.
Yeah.
My mama's on the calendar.
Yeah. Yeah. Seriously. And if you want to help me,
Yeah.
your mom has no problem. My mom has no problem.
My mama has zero problem. She like, I'll see you on the 18th.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, my wife and my kids are on the calendar.
Yeah. And they have no problem with it.
So who do you actually think you are to me? You see what I'm saying? Like, I got to let's recalibrate this friendship and define what it actually is. Because you think you taking my mama's spot?
Yeah.
My daddy went to heaven, and you think you think you got carte blanche over my mama?
Because that's how they navigate their world. And I feel like that's something that a lot of people want to reflect on you, is that where they are, since I have the time to operate like this,
then you should make that time with me. And it's like, no, you have more free time than I do.
And don't let them see you on social. Like for me, I run a social platform.
Yeah.
And people see that. I'm like, well, what else are you doing? Well, it's a lot. If I'm doing this full time, it's obviously not just what you're seeing.
Absolutely.
People don't process it like that.
They don't. Because they can post real time what they eating.
Exactly.
Look at this sandwich I'm eating right now. And they have no idea the stuff that comes out for me. They're like, oh my God, bro, you everywhere. I'm like, that was 5 months ago.
Yeah.
Y'all looking at posts from 5 months ago.
So people sometimes think you're commenting on something that maybe just happened, but this was recorded like
yeah, absolutely.
a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. They getting 3 months ago content.
That's hard. That's good though.
Oh, it is. That's like we work and then we play. We work hard, then we play hard.
I gotta get to that. That's why I'm working with Hector.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, teach me your ways.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like all of you, because it's draining.
Yeah.
And I think, you guys have found something that makes sense
Yeah.
and it's not too much.
It makes sense and it's sustainable. And where we will probably edge out most people is that we walk while they run, which means we're going to pass them.
Absolutely. Eventually. Yeah.
You can walk a lot longer than you can run. Even a marathon runner, like you going to have to stop.
Yeah.
I can keep walking. I can walk and eat. You can't walk and eat. I can walk and eat a whole sandwich.
Yeah. Yep.
You can't run and eat.
You can talk,
Yeah, I can talk.
Be out of breath.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, while I see a lot of these people running laps around me, I'm just walking.
Yeah. And they're stopped. They're done now.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Burnt out. So
I'm so grateful. This was such a great podcast episode. Like, honestly, I feel like the way we just flowed, it was like none of my notes, but all of the things that I needed. Like,
wow.
We laughed, we tears, all that.
Yeah, for sure.
This has blown even what I expected this to be. So thank you.
Thank you
so much
I
for taking this
appreciate you.
time out, especially having me in the basement.
Absolutely. For
I
sure.
appreciate it. So
Thank you.
until next time, guys.
So press B with me and let's let whatever gon' be just be. Yeah, so press B with me and let's let whatever gon' be just be.